prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit.
And yes, no, I did not check to see if you had a teammate fucking dinner. That would have been wait, I thought it was. Hey everybody, so for today's video, I decided I'm just going to go through and, well, we are going to do Island Raid, because that involves one of the questions I got in my comments, but I'm just going to address, I guess, a couple questions I had from my comments on my videos, just to try to help people out. I mean, I don't mind if people ask me questions. I try to answer as best I can. If I ever make a video about something, I guess at that point in time I can, you know, tell people where it is. Like when I first started making the YouTube videos, I had somebody ask me, like, how am I recording it? Because I'm doing standalone and the recordings weren't coming out as well or the same or whatever it may be. So I told them I made a video on my recording settings. That is on my YouTube channel, which are still the same that I use for the Quest 3. And the other part of it is I record directly onto the Quest 3 and then I transfer the files to my laptop afterwards. I don't do any of the casting onto a phone or a laptop or anything like that because the video seems to get a little bit messed up. So to address the first question, somebody asked me what my settings were for aiming and stuff like that. So I really don't know what my settings are, to be honest. I know I have, it says arms only. Oh, they switched it from hands only to arms only. That's cool. Dominant hand, right, of course. Movement hand. I do left-handed movement just because that's what I'm used to. I don't know. Hold to grip enabled. Let's see. I guess this is what they're talking about down here. So I left the pitch rotation offset to 0. Turning dead zone. I wonder if that needs to be 0 to get rid of that black screen. More than likely. For my turning dead, so that's why people see that black screen. I've been meaning to go in there and update that anyway. Let's see, scrolling. Yeah, so I mean that's really what it is for the aiming, but whoops. Just to show you, also for like aiming, whenever you get into a game like you do that, you think, okay, it's a little bit high, but it looks straight, even though But it is a little bit higher even though it looks straight on there. It's a lot of just a little bit of muscle memory to where you're just like snapping onto the target, looking down, snap onto the target, look down. You don't really want to bring it up to your face like this, but it's just pretty much I bring my hand to where it's almost level with my shoulder. With my physical hand is, if I were to like look through my little gap opening right there, where my shoulder is, it hits the bottom of my thumb where my hand is. And that's going to be pretty much what I base my aiming off of. So if you're curious about the aiming, that's pretty much what I do. A lot of it though is practice. The more you play the game, the easier it'll get used to doing point firing. I'm still not as great at it as I wish I was. And yeah. But we are going to be going to the island. We're going to go a little kitted for this first run. This is either going to work out really well or really bad. Because the other question somebody asked was, how do you loot labs or research properly? And I asked them what they meant about it. And I do try to actually reply to the comments that people leave. So if you do leave something down below, just look for a response. Sometimes it's an hour or two. I get comments while I'm sleeping, so that could be the case as well. I think I need to go through my Quest settings though, because this looks a little bit darker. I saw there was an update that did some things. It's quiet. Okay, there's some noise.
Doszła mi mój kurwa!
Is that below me?
Vidím ho.
But yeah, so we'll try to get that looted. It looks like we have company. Based on, or it sounded like we had company, so we'll see. Also, this is kind of like a little sneaky spot to stand in, too. Yeah, someone's climbing. So, I guess we'll go back this way real quick.
Chcípně, šmejde. Cítni.
And since the other guy beat us to labs, do this. Oops, shoot. Or not to labs, but to the loot room. Do this. Instead of jumping, I'm just forcing myself along the side. I heard him go up ladder, so this is one thing that you can do. He's right above me now. I am muted, good. So yeah, as soon as he jumps down, he's gonna get taken out. But yeah, they've added a room below this too. So instead of, if you weren't to go across that, but if you were to just go down that ramp, you would hit another room. Sounds like a Phoenix is shooting at him. Have to get rid of my coughing noises and stuff that I did a little earlier in the edit. But I mean, this is one way to loot labs, is get in this spot and then wait for the person that loots up top to get down and take them out. Which I am kind of glad they added this spot to it. It makes it a little bit more interesting, I guess. I don't know if I got that kill or not. I might have. I've gotten that kill. Yeah, his backpack looks like it disappeared. Was there, but it happens. It's almost too much of a ratty spot. I know there's at least one more person in here. Somewhere. Because I'm pretty sure I'm almost positive I heard drawers open, and more than likely it was the boss room. Or not the boss room, but the big conference room, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know. I don't think the footsteps are going to come through on my recording, but I hear footsteps like in that area. The guy's stuck there now. Yep. But yeah, so hmm. You got me. It's a good shot, I'll give him that. Probably pick this up as a backup mag. Now that we're fighting people. Oh yeah, I have another grenade. I mean shoot. I mean shoot. We're gonna unmute that a little bit. Got him. Finally! Hey guy, are you up there? If you hear me, you can have their stuff. I'm not worried about it. I was just trying to make a YouTube video and I got interrupted. Can you hear me? I don't know why this tap A to mute doesn't work anymore. Oh well. Mute it that way. Maybe it'll be fixed in the update. I know there's a Phoenix out there running around still, so somebody comes from this side, I should hear something. You know, I'm not 100% a fan of starting in this area in the middle. I like to sweep through from one side to another if I can, rather than, oh, I'm in the middle, you know, that type of thing. Especially because I don't know that person actually got taken out up there or not. I guess I could go check. Oh, no food or water. This guy didn't really have much. That's 3 player. Oh wow, my blood splattered. My blood splatters from my shots. That has a cool effect though, I will say. I like it. And yeah, most of this time I've been sitting down on my couch. That's why I'm crouched down, because if I'm going to play like that, if I'm going to need to crouch, I'm actually just going to physically sit down. Right now I'm just looking for water, maybe more food. Grenade throws are terrible. Ah. Thought we were gonna cover more this late into the oops game, but whoops. But yeah, got a little sidetracked. Had I okay, so you're running right there. Had I been in a raid where I was at one side or the other, could have been a little bit different. And I guess these bugs that you're saying too, that brings me up to another thing. Like, I've seen some comments, and I want to just say I'm not upset about the comments or anything like that. I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Like, there's some people that said they're not going to play if the game's still buggy or they're tired of the bugs, like you just witnessed. Like my hands getting stuck, my backpack falling off. Like if people comment stuff like that, I mean, it doesn't bother me whatsoever. I'm probably not bothered by stuff as much as you, so I guess don't expect a reaction from me saying, "Oh yeah, that's horrible." You know, I'm like, for me, everybody has their own tolerance to bugs, or their own level of tolerance to bugs, I should say. So for me, if mine's not the same as yours, I'm sorry. I mean, I think the game's good enough to play. But like I said, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. If you don't want to play because it's buggy, that's fine. I will say, though, the people that have said stuff, I don't feel like they've gone too far at all. And that's why I left the comments up there. I'm sure if people were to actually say stuff that I was like, oh yeah, that's going a little too far with word choice and things like that, then I would just delete the comments myself. But so far, no, I don't think so. So that's another thing I wanted to address, just because I know everyone's going to have their own opinions about things, which is fine. Now, am I going to die coming here before I go to the roof? Hello? I wonder if he got shot at and ran. Oh, somebody checked it. Oh. Somebody checked it. Guess I should have waited instead of going on a quest for food. Oh. Yeah, see, like, just bugs like that. I mean, like, yeah, it is annoying, but is it so annoying with all the different things mixed together between that, my hands getting stuck, and other things that I'm not going to play? No. But that's why I said, like, I have another tolerance for that. So anyway, I hope the person that commented a proper way of looting labs has paid attention to all the different rooms I've gone into, at least. I don't know if it's a proper way. The only thing we didn't check is out here, but down there in that bottom part, if you go all the way to the back, there's a chance for a GPU spawn. There's a helmet box and some stuff up there. I usually don't go up there that much, though. I do sometimes, like in the early white time, I'll probably check almost everything. But at this time, I'm like, not so much. So one way is to get to the edge. You could do, where'd it go? You could do it sideways. Some people go sideways off of it. That's always good because you could, if you think you've gone too far, you can always lean to your left. Another way of doing it is to line up and lean forward, or you just simply step forward in real life and do that. Now, the only trouble I have is this part right here. I feel like I get stuck on some of it. That's okay. Whoa! But you gotta make that jump. You can't do what I did and fall off. But of course, we already checked this anyway. Yeah. I should have been paying more attention. If I would have stayed up there, I would have seen whoever ran in front. and looted all this stuff. That's okay. We already got 3 players out. We don't need to get a 4th, I guess. Dude definitely came over here and switched out for the gear. What? He's leaving drum mags though. Maybe I'll take it. I might use it for something. I have to hand load it, I think. Yeah, they had alphas. Especially AKs and AK drum mags. At least one of them had an alpha. Nice. And considering there's another AK mag right there, that might be a sign that 2 of them had an alpha. But anyway, yeah, I hope that answered questions. Like on that side, I didn't do too well. You're better off. Oh, there's invisible wall. Getting to the edge and then jumping straight instead of trying to jump at an angle if you haven't done it before. Hey, bud, how's it going? I forgot my mic is muted, so it was kind of pointless talking. That's pretty kidding. Let's go. That was a horrible throw. My throwing is getting worse, I think, you guys. Backpacks are fun to throw, though. Those things just launch. And yes, no, I did not check to see if you had a teammate. Luckily, you didn't. That would have been bad. Wait, I thought it launched. Okay, maybe backpacks just have the illusion of launching. Oh, yeah, the GPU. Might as well take it. But yeah, I mean, and a radio? Nah. What's are you hiding? Got a lot of meds. Is that? Oh, that's a cart. Nope. Nope. Yes. Oh, you're going for the Volt. All right. Well, considering you have a GPU and a radio, my guess is this guy came from office. Or not office. Sorry, prisons. We'll just go use this. We'll extract this way. I think that answered some of the questions I saw. I didn't want to say don't be afraid to ask questions either. If you have questions, just put them down below. I'll either try to answer them if I can this way or answer them in a video. I know I didn't really answer the settings on my hand settings that well for how I aim, but a lot of it is just practice. There's going to be a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Nuances for each game with how you aim and stuff like that too. So just be aware of those, you know. Whoops. I guess we'll take these. I mean, might as well. That's okay. Yeah. So, and that's how you get 2 GPUs and a Night Force scope and a drum mag from a raid. And remember, that was without looting 3 of the bodies. One guy didn't really have anything, I'll say that. The other 2, I mean, they had some stuff, but yeah. Slayer say, nope, I'm not gonna say that whole thing. Brandon Killian and Levi 2010. Good game, you guys. Okay, so headshot. The guy that fell, that first ghost is the guy that fell, was that, and then the other one was torso. I just lit him up. I don't even think he was shooting back at me yet at that point in time. That's yeah. But yeah, if you're wondering how to get loot, that's also how you get loot. Like if I want, part of me kind of wishes that I would have actually stayed in that bottom part of the loot room just to watch those bodies to see whoever got there and, you know, took out the guy or whatever. I'll keep the drum back. Night Force, sell. Those are pretty much empty, or not pretty much empty, but they're getting low, so we'll sell. But yeah, aiming is it's really just like muscle memory. So it's you got to practice. There's sometimes I'll get into the game, or even not just nuances from game to game, but gun to gun. Like there's sometimes I'll hold up in my hand, I'll think my hands are level, but if you look at it like this, also like they're level, you feel like your hands are level, but maybe your outer hand, your left hand, or if you're right-handed, or your right hand if you're left-handed, is up a little bit too high. So just get in habit of trying to figure out where that level is and go from there. That's why a lot of times people use regular gun stocks, and I don't use a gun stock, I use a virtual gun stock, but that's why sometimes people will use the regular gun stocks, is just simply to keep that level right there. And another way to practice is put your hands up and bring them together, right? Put your hands up and bring them together. See how level they are. If you're like this and you're like, okay, well, I'm bringing them together, this thumb's a little bit higher, your aim's going to be a little higher too. So that's just another trick to look out for, or to practice. It's all just getting that muscle memory down, and eventually you'll get it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Yeah, I'm thinking I got it correctly with how the guy meant to research labs, or not research, to raid labs and loot labs correctly or whatever. If I didn't, let me know in the comments. That's always fine. And as always, let me know in comments if you have any questions. I'm more than happy to answer them if I can. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like and subscribe button down below, and see you on the next one.